Welcome back to the WHHI Daily News. We're joined by Carlton Dallas of BusinessATTRACT. You're the busiest guy, almost the busiest guy in the Lowcountry right now. Well, you have got a whole lot going on. Let's dive right into it. You're working with something called the Silicon Garden.
I am.
Tell me, what the heck is that?
Well, Mr. Stevens, one of the things that has been so impressive is the success of the Economic Development Corporation for the county, Southern Carolina Regional Development Alliance for the 14 southeastern counties, State Department of Commerce, U.S. Department of Commerce, in attracting high-tech, small footprint businesses here that relocate from elsewhere. And they bring all these well-paying jobs. And the challenge is we want to make sure they can fill those jobs with local talent. So that reinforces the attractiveness of our area. And the Silicon Garden is just an acknowledgement that, sort of like Silicon Valley, you know, it starts small with a few companies and then all of a sudden it blossoms up. And that's what's happening here.
You have already made a bit of an impact with the bringing in of the company that's going to build flying cars.
Yes.
You got all that going. What else is kind of in the pipeline? Without, I know you're negotiating with people, so you can't talk about all that stuff, but what kinds of businesses seem to be attracted to what we have to offer?
Well, let's talk about some that are here as well.
Okay.
Right here on Hilton Head, which very few people know, there are two major high-tech companies that produce military materiel and export to foreign militaries. So that's money coming into our economy and then it circulates, as opposed to, you know, if you cannibalize existing businesses because you're having too many, then it makes it tough. Those two are already here. The flying car company, absolutely. And I have to give homage to Mr. John O'Toole and Mr. Charlie Stone, because they're the ones with support from the municipalities that attract those. We're working right now on one that we've already sort of shared information with called predictive lightning technology. So they're able to basically have artificial intelligence that actually identifies, and these people are meteorologists, identify what is happening in the atmosphere, and then they can predict what's going to happen. And then they have a device called a deionization device that goes on top of stadiums and golf courses and what have you, and it neutralizes the negative ions in the ground. Lightning meets like this. So we have a meeting Friday with South American investors who want us to sort of help that company get into the Caribbean. But Mr. O'Toole and others are working with that company to get them to come here.
Get them here and then grow that whole
grow that whole thing.
Worldwide. I mean, people, there's nothing like a thunderstorm to get folks' attention. And even in this part of the country where we probably have fewer than a lot of other places.
So true.
But boy, if they can get that technology to work for hurricanes, we'll really
Absolutely.
We really got something.
I will suggest that to them on Friday.
Please do. So what are kind of the strategic components to making that happen? What do you need to do to convince those folks that this is the way to
change the mindset of the population that I'm pro-business, I'm pro-college degrees where appropriate, but the career and technical education jobs, what we used to call trade jobs, pay so well.
Oh, yeah.
We have a company here in the Lowcountry that actually is creating precision devices for the moon landing to determine if you can unearth rare earth minerals on the moon.
Wow.
That's right here. And we need to basically inform people of the salaries that these jobs pay. We need to inform people about the educational funding opportunities that will pay a kid or a youngster or a mid-career adult to go to school and get this certification. We also need to highlight the local openings. So those types of things of people knowing they don't have to leave. We want our youngsters to stay here and get good jobs.
All right. We can tell them all we want to. Is there a website? Is there a place they can go to find out more? What's the best way to do it?
The best way to do it is to call myself at 843-290-8668.
Okay.
Or either the letter C as in cat, B as in Bravo, Dallas, like the city in Texas, the number 2, the number 4 at Gmail.
There you go. All right. Well, we got this going. I'm excited about all of this. Good luck to you. You can probably find out a little more by also talking to the folks at the Technical College of the Lowcountry.
Absolutely.
And they'll help you too. Carlton, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
This guy gets me excited all the time. We're going to be back and talk a little bit more on the WHHI Daily News right after this.